Hey guys, my name is Nutch, and welcome back to Pikmin 2. Last time, I showed off challenge mode with a good friend of mine, and that was one hell of a time. And now, it is time to look over into the Piklopedia. Starting off, we've got 81 entries here. I've got every single one of them entered, and it is time to go through them. So we're gonna go, we go through Olimar's notes and then go through Louie's notes. So starting off with the red bulb. Red bulb, Oculus Kageyami Russus, grub dog family. This large organism has the familiar mandibles and cranial morphology of the grub dog family, as well as the characteristic bulging eyes. As with most grub dogs, the creature's cranium comprises half of its total length and girth. Showing a scarlet abdomen with white spots, this creature is primarily nocturnal, choosing to prey upon smaller creatures returning to their nests. Originally classified as a spotty bulborb, further research has reclassified this species as the red bulborb. Subspecies of varied colors have recently been discovered, but academics are divided into two rival camps over how to handle their classification. Hey, so it was originally known as the spotty bulborb? Really? Oh, the more you know. Alright, Louie's notes. So Louie's notes. He tells us how to eat these things and how to cook them. Yeah, Louie likes to eat these kinds of creatures. It makes you think of how fucked up his brain is. Well, anyway, let's go on with Louie's notes. Plump specimens are best spit roasted whole, stuffed with a lime and a slab of bacon. Based frequently to ensure a magnificently moist haunch. Okay then. Olimar's notes for the hairy bulborb. Hairy bulborb, Oculus Kageyami folliclusis. They're the scientific names, so I may fuck up the pronunciation, so I do apologize with that. Grub dog family. This subspecies of grub dog has a thick coat of white fur that obscures its abdominal markings. The fur is also warms its vital organs, making this species well adapted to the colder climates. However, its hair follicles are surprisingly frail. Yeah, we definitely know that. Which can result in an immediate hair loss if the creature is surprised. So, basically, when you throw a whole bunch of Pikmin on it, it just gets so shitless, it loses its hair. Oh, whoops. Remove all of the bulbob's hair, wrap the beast in a foil along with a halved lemon, and place it directly on the grill. The foil should protect the carcass from scorching, and the lemon will give the meat an elegant hint of citrus. Yeah, we can wake them up with, I didn't show this off, but yeah, you can throw Pikmin carrots to see how they interact with the Pikmin, just to give you an indication of how they fight in battle. Anyway, orange bulborb. Orange bulborb, Oculus Kageyami orangium, grub dog family. This bulborb species boasts a garish color pattern with a deep orange body and black spots. The orange bulbob's yellow, bloodshot eyes make it clear that this grub dog is excessively edgy and high-strung, making it much easier to wake from deep sleep than other species in the bulborb family. Jerk. Even when it's behind, it knows. This bulborb's meaty flanks make for a sacrilegiously savory steaks that shouldn't be missed. I hate these things. Dwarf red bulborb, Pansaurus pseudoducleirussus. I'm gonna enjoy trying to pronounce these words. Breadbug family. Although initially identified as a juvenile red bulborb, groundbreaking new research indicates that this creature is in fact a member of the breadbug family, a close relative of the vanilla breadbug. It escapes predation through mimicry. Unique adaptation of the red bulbob's crimson coloration allows the species to safely commingle. Such effective adaptation. I'm so sorry. And Olimar! Stop with these big words. Obfuscation by a prey species is rare, indicating this clever creature is a master of mimicry. So, they're not really the baby version of the bulbobs. It's just bread bugs that look like bulbobs. Oh. For a blissful biscuit, mince the entire beast finely and stir in with a heavy cream, artichoke hearts, and a pinch of black pepper. Heat slowly until piping hot. Rich and creamy. Ugh. Snowballbob. Panosaurus pseudoducli frosticus, breadbug family. Like the dwarf red bulbob, the snow bulbob is a member of the breadbug family that seeks to survive through imitating the appearance and behavior of a bulbob. So they do look the same, but it's a breadbug. Wow! Its pale coloration and blue spots make it for easy identification. In particular, this organism mimics the hairy bulbob, but it is of course unable to grow the hair that gives the hairy bulbob its name. However, as the hairy bulbob has been known to lose his hair in certain circumstances, the snowy bulbob is an effective mimic that is often mistaken for a member of the same species. And let me guess, it's going to say the exact same thing for the dwarf orange bulbobs. Oh wait, whoops, hang on, hey, wait, hang on, there we go. Best grilled and served hot over a bed of fresh spinach and crumbled blue cheese. Oh. Dwarf orange bulbob, Panosaurus pseudoducli orangeum, breadbug family. Just as the dwarf red bulbobs mimic the appearance of red bulbobs, it was theorized that an orange bulbob mimicking variant must also exist. Recent fieldwork has confirmed this theory. Okay, didn't have to go too in depth about it. It's just saying, yeah, this actually exists. But we're getting into the heavy hitters. Spotty bulb. Oh wait, hang on. I didn't get through Louis' notes. Although difficult to prepare, this exquisite creature is more than worth the effort. Great in fajitas. Come right up and have yourself a dwarf orange bulbob fajita. And if I may have mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. The way you unlock Louis' notes is that you need to beat the game on one file. So that's there if you want to go for it. Spotty bulbear, Oculus terribilis doticum. Grub dog family, a mid-sized subspecies within the grub dog family. That's mid-size? I don't want to know what's gigantic when it comes to that family. Wait, hang on, the Emperor Bulblax! The spotty bulbear's unique feeding habits set it apart from other grub dogs. The spotty bulbear patrols a set path searching for prey. Yeah, we know that. Instead of passively feeding on creatures that wander into a limited territorial range, when entering bulbear habitat, it is wise to proceed with extreme caution until the bulbear's patrol path can be clearly identified. Yeah! So this guy doesn't wander around randomly, he has a set path. Cool. Thanks, game. You're a jerk. For an unrivaled green curry, peel away the spotty bulbear's skin, pulverize the juicy innards, and stew until curiously fragrant. Dwarf bulbear. Dwarf bulbear, Oculus terribilis. Terribilius. Grub dog family. A grub dog larva in its third stage of development. This creature's body structure is nearing maturation. However, unlike mature bulbears, it has yet to claim its own patrol route or route, or or whatever how you pronounce it, and thus it is dependent upon its parent for guarding direction. So, yeah, that gives us a little insight of why they're actually following the big spotty Bulbear, is because they need guiding. That's cool. Remove innards, stuff with sage, and finally age prosecutio. I'm not good with words, so I do apologize if I am butchering, and I definitely butchered that. And broil until golden brown, the ultimate crowd pleasers. Bulbob larva. Bulbob larva. Oculus bambini. Grub dog family. As its name implies, this creature is a Bulbob in an early stage of development. Its distinct Bulbob coloration has yet to appear, but it already exhibits other uniquely Bulbob characteristics. It is capable of hunting nourishment independently without the help of its parents. These things are dangerous. I don't care what anyone says. These things can wipe out freaking squads in mere seconds if you're not too careful, even though they are pretty weak. This meager creature offers little meat, but its eyeballs are a local delicate. What local? Are you bringing these things back to Hockaday? I thought they were vegetarians. It is known in Pikmin 3 that they are vegetarians. I should have probably gone into that when I get to that game. Try them with okra and dollop of sour cream. Okay. Fireball Blacks! Oculus volcanius. Oh, that's pretty cool. Grub dog family. Bodily excretions of a highly flammable waxy substance interact with the cell structure of this grub dog's skin, causing a chemical reaction that produces extremely high temperatures. The skin benefits from a spongy cell structure that diffuses the surface heat, protecting the creature's inner organs due to the astonishing amount of heat produced by this beast. It should be observed with great caution. Yeah, I know, game. I had that stupid run-in with the one in the hole of beast. No, I think it's hole of beast. I can't remember what the name was. I think it was hole of beast. Well, anyway, no stove, no problem. This sizzling beast practically cooks itself. Remember to thoroughly extinguish the steaks prior to the eating. So Louis uses them as a grill. He uses them as a barbecue. Hey, come on over my place. We're gonna have Bulblack's barbecue. Water dumples. Ichthyosa Fenlinus. Grub dog family. A resident of freshwater pools and marshes, this aquatic creature regularly feeds on insects that land in the surface of the water. Or on the surface. It shares nearly identical skeletal structure with its close relative and terrestrial cousin, the Bulborb. This may offer clues to its evolutionary origin and suggest that it only recently immigrated to an aquatic habitat. Deep fried dumples without batter for all of the flavor with half the fat. Bulbman. Now this is one I'm very much interested in. Now, let's have a look. Bulbman, Parasiticus Pikminicus. That's a pretty cool name. Pikmin family. This loathsome creature is in fact a parasitic form of Pikmin that has infected a Bulborb. Unlike Pikmin that nest in Pikmin onions, this parasitic relative spends its life inside the body of a host, usually a Bulborb. Juveniles fall in line and mimic the actions of their parent until maturing to full independence by burying its root-like limbs into the nervous system of the host Bulborb and infusing it with natural hormonal excretions. And the Bulbman is able to control virtually all of the host's bodily functions. However, the host's ferocious appetite seems impossible to suppress. Grind the meat and season with all spices, salt, and ground white pepper. Press the seasoned meat into meat satchels, then pan fry them with onions. Prior to serving, smother the brats. Is he talking about killing the children? Louis, you are one sick, twisted fuck! With Dijon mustard and sauerkraut, buns are optional. Smother the brats. I don't know if that's talking to... I'm going to assume that he's going to kill the kids. Fiery blowhog. Sus draconius. Blowhog family. This creature expels a volatile ferrosophum. What the fuck? Compound from its snout that combusts upon contact with air. This fire-breathing ability is dependent upon the air-to-fuel ratio at its mouth. Catalyst reaction within the expelled compound and purification of the compound. It is highly unlikely such a complex process could cause the spontaneous explosion of a fallen blowhog. This process is also perhaps to avoid risk of spontaneous combustion in the belly of the live specimen. It doesn't even eat Pikmin. However, one should still treat a fiery blowhog with great care even after its life functions have ceased. No, I'm still killing this thing. Roast this flavorful beast for several hours, letting it stew in its own succulent juices. Don't worry about overcooking this beast. It's scorch-proof. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, what about the watery blowhog? Watery blowhog! Sus Lunigans. Lugin. Blowhog family. A variant subspecies of the fiery blowhog, the watery blowhog lacks several of the genes necessary for the production of fire-producing catalysts, and thus expels jets of the non-flammable liquid. Wait, so it's not water, it's like... What is it? This subspecies appears to have only recently evolved. However, the hereditary traits of this variant are dormant, dominant. I really don't know. I'm sorry. And highly robust. So its population is rapidly increasing. Didn't see one in Pikmin 3. Pikmin 4 it came back, but not Pikmin 3. So. You're all lies! This beast's unrivaled moistness gives it a melt-in-the-mouth quality that's incomparable. Oh, well, what do you know? Armored cannon larva. Oh, armored cannon beetle larva. Oh, so it's a longer name. I didn't know it was beetle larva. I just know it as armored cannon larva. Well, anyway, Olimar. Armored cannon beetle larva. Granitus Chuckinilune. What? Who comes up with like these scientific names? Lithropod family. This specimen is a lithropod larva. This expedition was unable to confirm the existence of any mature lithropods, leading to concerns that the species was extinct on this planet. But discovery of this creature in larva form eased such concerns. Lithropods, like flint beetles, use eternal metabacteria to aid chemical digestion. These metabacteria can only survive in certain environments, such as within the body of certain insects. So lithropod larvae do not contain any metabacteria immediately after hatching. Larvae feed on partially digested or regulated by by mature lithropods, ensuring the larvae obtain metabacteria they would not normally have acquired. So these basically what I'm getting from this is that they didn't know that the armored cannon beetle exists, but the baby form does. But Olimar, you fought one of these before. You fought the big version. I don't understand. Carefully remove every grain of sand, peel back the exoskeleton, and slurp heartily. Oh my gosh, Louie. Decorated cannon beetle. Decorated cannon beetle. Grantius decorum. Lithropod family. This creature is the larva form of a cannon beetle variant known for a diet consisting entirely of eating stones. The decorated cannon beetle favors stones with high iron content, which contributes to its brilliant red torso. The stones these creatures launch are wrapped in a powerful magnetic field, which causes the stones to stray from their launch trajectory when other objects with high metal content, such as spacesuits, are nearby. So that explains why the rocks are homing. Extreme caution is recommended for explorers wearing steel-plated armor in close proximity to this fearsome creature. That's cool, but yet he still try and kill Pikmin who are not wearing spacesuits, and it's... Wait, is that targeting? Wait, can I actually... I don't know. I thought I could lead it into the decorated cannon beetle, but only captains can do that. Slice the meat into tender cutlets and vigorously apply a lime and pepper rub. Pan fry until lightly crusted. Accompany with watercresses and drizzle with freshly prepared tamarind sauce. It's not tamarind. It ain't Starfire. It's not Starfire's planet. Well, Puffy Blowhog. Puffy Blowhog. Sus inflator. Inflata. Puffy the blowhog family. This species of blowhog uses internally generated hydrogen to inflate a flotation bladder and hover above the ground. The creature's electrified pulse creates a sash of color that flows along the surface of its body, making it a particularly beautiful blowhog species. Precisely how it is able to eternally stabilize its highly explosive hydrogen and simultaneously generates electricity remains a mystery. The puffy blowhog blows leaves and grass around to eat the insect beneath. It maintains mid-air buoyancy by using its fins and releasing air through blowholes. This enables it to flow effortlessly, even in the breeze. In times of danger, the puffy blowhog can decompress in its flotation bladder for a rapid escape from predators. We've seen that. We actually have seen that. Slice the creature's feather-like skin into triangles, deep fry until crispy, and salt generously makes for the perfect scooping chip to accompany fresh mango salsa. Withering Blowhog. Withering Blowhog. Sus Decrepitia. Blowhog family. The Withering Blowhog is a close relative of the Puffy Blowhog, but its breath is significantly weaker. However, its breath does contain a petal withering plant hormone that causes flowers to instantly lose their petals. Although its breath has not been studied in detail, analysis of the chemical compounds involved hold great promise for the biotechnology sector. Hang this creature on a rack and sun dry on a hot afternoon. When suitably crisp, grind the sun-dried beast into powder. Makes a great substitute for kanye or curry powder. Oh boy, Gallingroink. I didn't lose any Pikmin. Oh wow, I'm impressed with that. Gallingroink. Megaplod Calibrius. Unknown family. This beastly predator's aggressive ejection of high-speed projectiles makes it one of the most fearsome creatures in the ecosystem. Its body seems to comprise of both biological and mechanical components, and represents one of the most evolutionary advanced specimens ever observed. The chamber within its torso gives its rapid-fire biopellet launch capabilities. What appears to be a tail fin is in fact the base of its counterweight and ammunition cylinder, so immobilizing this appendage will prevent the Groink from attacking, at least in theory. Confirmation of this subsecon remains elusive, as nobody has volunteered to test it. Well, yeah, we might as well not do that, because I don't want to lose any Pikmin to this guy. Remove the cannon and ammo stockpile, then vigorously tenderize the meat with a heavy mallet. Stir fry with the caramelized onions and figwort sprouts. Spoon over a steaming bowl of fluffy white rice and douse with chili sauce. What do you know? Iridescent flint beetle. Iridescent flint beetle. Pilly envelopness. Envelopens. Flint beetle family. Flint beetles are nocturnal, choosing to hide in grass by day and stay active at night. These creatures keep undigested food pellets in their stomachs to sustain them through winter. So technically this thing eats those pellet posies, because you can get those pellets from them. So that's pretty cool. To sustain them through winter, but giving the right stimulus, they will spit them out. Yeah, we've seen that. Recent research has revealed that these pellets are enveloped in a membrane that seals and preserves them in a sterile, airtight environment. If kept at room temperature, it seems that this pellet membrane will keep its contents fresh for up to 6 months. The membrane may be made from the same substance that gives the exoskeleton of the flint beetle its beautiful sheen. An essential flavor accentuating ingredient in gumbo and jambalaya. Also delicious in soups, broths, and marinades. I really can't wait for the Doodlebug Louie note. Iridescent glint beetle. Iridescent glint beetle. Pili ericeus. Glint beetle wait, not flint beetle family, but glint beetle. Okay. This variety of beetle consumes subterranean minerals. Due to the fact that this rarely emerges above ground, sightings of this particular species are extremely rare, even though I know where to find them. While minerals are this beast's primary source of food, the beetle itself does not have the ability to digest these minerals. Instead, metabacteria living inside the beetle's stomach chemically break down the minerals. The resulting purified metal is discharged, but rare metals such as gold and platinum crystallize into iridescent glint beetle's shell, resulting in the beautiful laminated shimmer. This precious treat is exceptionally rare. I could sell it back at home for a fortune. Then I could use the cash to upgrade my kitchen, buy galactic class ingredients, and even star in my own cooking show. The insect gourmet. Louis' dream to become an insect gourmet. Doodlebug. Billy Flatularum. Flint beetle family. While life forms that excrete foul musk to warn of danger are not rare, the doodlebug is the only species known to release flatulence when active above ground. Interestingly enough, since it is merely releasing the gas created by the decay of the contents of the creature's intestines, it does not have a special musk producing organ. This means that the creature is in fact merely flatulating. Spectral analysis of the rank gas indicates it contains not only methane but hydrogen sulfide as well, making the flatulence a grade 13 biohazard. Looking for a flavor that will surprise and delight your guests? This beast's aroma may surprise your guests, but it won't be delightful. Oh, female shear grubs. Hemigene mandibulosa. Mandibular family. The males of this species are purple and black with black creatures with tapered mouths, while the females are lighter in color and lack an armored exoskeleton. As with most mandiblards, these creatures have regressed to the point where they have lost both legs and wings. Wait, they originally had wings and legs? What? This is news. They can be seen crawling around on the ground and believed to feed on the vegetable extracts from the cleaned fluids of expired So they're basically like eating just dead Pikmin. For an unforgettable quiche, they slice this creature up and mix with 4 eggs, 2 fine ripened tomatoes, diced zucchini, and generous handfuls of feta and Swiss. Bake until crusty and golden. This beast is most flavorful if caught and cooked just after laying its eggs. Okay. Male shear grubs. Hymaginae mandibulosa. Mandiblard family. This species, the specimen, is a male shear grub. No shit. Having lost both legs and wings, again, with the legs and wings, the male burrows into the soil and waits to ambush small creatures that pass by. This beast's mandibles can be dangerous, making creatures such as Pikmin easy prey. Shut up, game. Spread several specimens in the bottom of the casserole dish. Layer with sliced avocado and top with cheese. Bake until the meat is cooked through and the cheese is lustrously browned. Shearwig. Shearwigs. Hymaginae phalaris mandiblard family. Unusual for their genus, flying mandiblards have retained their wings. However, only the adult males of this species can fly. Females of this species spend most of its lifespan underground. Oh, so we're only fighting male shearwigs. They do emerge for a period after maturation to spawn, but never metamorphose. Oh, so that's pretty interesting. Grate this beast into a zest and whisk with sugar, cream, and dark chocolate for a lustrously indulgent mousse. That's a true culinary coup de grace. Cloaking Baronet. Botanist, Reclusiva Baronet family. The snake-eye pattern on this beast's shell is one of the most distinctive features of the Baronet family. The red pattern of the cloaking Baronet and the spikes around its mantle make it easily identifiable when still making it a representative specimen of the Baronet family. The shell on the cloaking Baronet's back also provides a frame that fixes its muscular structure in place and appears to give the creature its powerful needle-launching attack. The only enemy to make Pikmin bleed. Boil in the shell with a pinch of salt until bright red and serve piping hot with tartar sauce. I hate this thing. Launch! Ugh. Ravenous Whiskapilla. Lepidoptera pluckineris. Whiskapilla family. As the species of insect has only been recently discovered, full mature specimens have yet to be collected. No molting or metamorphosis has been observed during the observation period, making it unlikely that mature Whiskapillas will be encountered anytime soon. Based on active predation by Pikmin, it is believed that the Whiskapilla's place in the food chain has not changed over time. These things are gross. Delicious skillet, seared or sauteed? I don't know. With scallions scallions and red Genovis sauce. Oh, that's a weird one. Anode beetle. Scarabum electrodia. Scarab beetle family. This specimen is representative of an This specimen is representative of an insect hybrid that uses electricity in addition to glycogen for its energy. Although difficult to confirm due to their microscopic size, tiny hairs on the creature's legs cause the friction that generates the electrical charge. The electrical charge is possessed by the creature's internal machina, I don't know, battery structure, and then stored as a deus electrical field. As this field reaches critical levels, surplus electricity is emitted, resulting in a low voltage current that is transmitted between specimens. It can shock other creatures in the intimate vicinity. Considering this process, it can be summarized as that the largest impetus to pack behavior is not much for synergetic effect of producing as a pack as it is to take advantage of the most effective means of group preservation. That was a fucking long description, huh? Drain the electrical charge before boiling. Although it is possible to eat an anode beetle while it is charged, doing so may result in unpleasant tingling sensation. Matites, the Metivinus infiltration unknown family. Oh. This parasitic insects feed on eggs. Upon reaching maturity, they excrete a special pheromone that extracts females of particular species, enticing these females to swallow the matites whole. Pikmin, however, seem to dislike the scents. That's why they run away! They're not scared of them, they just don't like the smell. After entering the host female's body, the matites lay their own eggs inside the host's eggs just prior to the host spawn. These things are fucking weird! Flash fry with garlic and red chilies in a hot pan, then sprinkle with grated gorgonzola. Some dinner gorgonzola. Oh! I watch Chowder, I know what that is. Some dinner guests may find the legs unappealing, so it's best to remove them before serving. Hermachromad. Cannabarus rustica. Chromad family. Looking at the eyes and sickle-shaped legs, characteristic of squilliers. One would think that this squillier, I'm just going to say that, relative, in fact, it is a relative of the hermit crab. This species, however, has migrated from seaside life in a shell and instead inhabits burrows in the ground. While its legs appear sickle-like, they are pincers that have evolved into a fin shape. This beast feeds on small creatures that pass by its lair, dragging them inside to eat them. Yeah, we've almost seen that happen. Oh boy, the entrance to the submerged castle. Oh boy, almost lost the blue from that. Shuck from the shell. Bake on high heat until crispy, then dip in a pot of melted milk chocolate. Lip smacking sweet. Swooping snitch bug. Scarapinica casperins. Scarapinid family. Scarapinids originally lived on the ground, sporting poorly developed vestigial wings. This species develop enlarged antennae that can be used as makeshift wings. Oh. Scarpinids are attracted by the sight of large groups of Pikmin in cavalry formation. Cheers, a lot of cavalries here. And will swoop down to seize them. However, the Scarpinids do not eat Pikmin. They will drop any seized Pikmin after a short time. The reason for this behavior is unknown, but I will look forward to future research in the area. Well, don't get too excited, Olimar, because they got a new function in the third game. Remove the wings marinate a well-marbled steak for several hours in a chipotle? Is that say chipotle? I'm just gonna say chipotle. Marinate, then broil to perfection. Did I pick up these ones? Oh, they tried to. Bumbling snitchbug. Scarpinica dufina. Scarpinid family. This is a variety of snitchbug. Its most interesting characteristic is that it likes to snitch leaders. Yet, barring unwanted carelessness or incompetence, leaders are not easily captured. Any leader caught by this creature is clearly an idiot, which is why this creature is also known as the exposing snitchbug. There are several known varieties of snitchbugs, but research has stagnated despite it being such an interesting species. You know, they don't pick. It could be an idiot. Remove the wings and discard the remainder of the beast. Enjoy luxurious water-thin wings with fine water dumple caviar. Oh, caviar. Oh, you! I remember you. Surprisingly, no Pikmin lost in this thing, but he did shrug Pikmin off to their doom. Careening Dirigibug, Floatium circummaximus, Dirigibug family. This creature floats effortlessly through the air using gas-filled balloons. Both its appearance and its nature are antagonistic, and it is the only variant of its species in this ecosystem. It may be best to consider the possibility that it somehow wandered into the ecosystem from an entirely alien one. Positive proof does not exist at this point, but that is how the creature is currently classified. And did he not mention the fact that this thing makes bomb rocks? Okay. Pull off the balloon-like air sacs, mince the meaty abdomen, and shape it into small cakes. Pansear. Oh, it's like the Pokemon. The cakes until crusted, but be careful not to overcook the delicate meat. When ready to serve, garnish the plate with the vibrant air sacs. Even the guest's most discerning dinner guests will be dazzled by the colorful presentation. Antenna beetle. Kettlebug family. This creature is able to control the Pikmin by the way of the peculiar frequency of its roar. But its only objective seems to be defensive in nature, as it stops Pikmin from attacking and forces them to run away. This beast prefers humid, dimly lit environment, yet only seen them in dungeons, and has been known to inhabit empty and discarded containers. For this reason, it is wise to thoroughly ventilate any specimens that are recovered. Lifting off with one of these creatures in the hold can lead a rupturing of the specimen during the decompression, resulting in an explosive mess. Extract meat from the exoskeleton and sneer on all sides in a hot wok to seal in the flavor. Top the dish off with a splash of spicy peanut sauce. And now, I will show this off after everything is all done at the end of the video, that this song that they play. Alright, well, anyway, lesser spotted jellyfloat. Sephiroth? No, if Sephiroth was in this game, I would quit. Sephiroth's Dottilium Jellyfloat family. This native jellyfloat is indigenous to the region, and unfortunately it is currently endangered, as its habitat is being overwhelmed by hostile invasive species. Similar in taste and texture to gelatin, this jiggling mass of jelly can be sculpted into all kinds of created shapes. As a bonus, it also doubles as a professional grade hair gel. It's perfect. It's the perfect cool summer treat. Greater spotted jellyfloat. Sephiroth's Vortexia Jellyfloat family. Vivid pink coloration is the most noticeable characteristic of this jellyfloat floating life form. This invasive species is not native to the region, having appeared to have recently arrived on wind currents. The luminescent organs atop of its head attract prey, which it then sucks up and consumes with its low orifice. It sucks it up in its bum. Unlike jellyfish, the jellyfloat's tentacles do not have nematocysts. So there is no danger in touching them. Like fine cheese, the aroma of this fluid floater can be oppressive, but its flavor must be experienced to be believed. Also makes an unforgettable non-dairy spread. Well, Fiery Dweevil. Fiery Dweevil. Mandarachnia nempalmans. Dweevil family. Members of the Dweevil family are known for carrying objects of astounding size on their backs. They're mimicking them. I like the fact that one of them picked up the president, so, oh, look at me, I'm the president of Hokate. I run a big shipping company, I'm making my two worst employees go out and risk their lives so I can be rich. Well, Olamar's a favorite, he's fine. The Fiery Dweevil is one species in this family. Generally, this is a very gentle insect that feeds on grass nectars, but when faced with danger, the Fiery Dweevil ignites flammable internal gases, juts out its jaw, and spews scorching flames. As this clearly makes it rather dangerous insect. It is best not to linger directly in front of it. The search for a gourmet, highly protein salad topping alternative to bacon bits is over. Grind this spicy dweevil into tasty micro chunks and then toss them generously over your salad to add instant flair and flavor. Anno Dweevil. Matadirection Arachnia volaticular. Frickin' no. Dweevil family. Members of the Dweevil family are known for carrying objects of astounding size on their backs, mimicking them. Yes, I know. The Anno Dweevil is one species in this family. They seem to have no particular preference for objects that they carry on their backs, as they will carry anything they can lift. They boast an internal organ that generates electrical charges when the Anno Dweevil releases, which the Anno Dweevil releases when it senses danger. I lost 2 Pikmin to this thing. Raw Anno Dweevil makes for an unforgettable sushi treat, but if it is not prepared by an expert hand with exacting precision, consuperation could result in a jolting electrical explosion of apocalyptic, oh my god, proportion. What? I thought this was known as a caustic dweevil. I guess they must have changed the name. Well, anyway, Hydro Dweevil. Matadirection Arachnia aquatis. Dweevil family. The Hydrodweevil is one member of the insect family known for mimicking objects by carrying on their backs. Several points of differentiation with other members of the species have been confirmed, such as body color and behavioral patterns, but none of these suggest major deviations in the creature's genetic structure. This makes it clear that it is a relative of the family. When attacked by enemies, the Hydrodweevil spits out bodily fluids in response. Spacesuits corrode and oxidize when they come in contact with this fluid. Inedible. Effects of consumption include uncontrollable arm flailing and exhausted enthusiastic dishwashing. Mungedweevil. Mandarachnia pugnatus. Dweevil family. Mungedweevil is one member of the insect family known for mimicking blah blah blah. Yes, we know. They carry shit on their back. These insects often carry the carcasses of other life forms on their backs, but apparently this is not for the purpose of transporting them as food, but instead as another example of their mimic behavior. The Mungedweevil produces two different chemical compounds within its body, which form poisonous gas when mixed and expelled. The gas is used only for self-defense. Exposure to even extreme heat doesn't seem to rid this creature of deposits of potent gas. It's probably best for everyone if you avoid eating this hazardous fare. Now, fun fact with the volatile Dweevil, it is the only enemy in this in the Piklopedia to actually die if we activate it. Yeah, here we go. Watch this. So, we've seen it before. They explode. And it's the only one that dies in the Piklopedia. Well, anyway, let's move on. Volatile Dweevil. Manicarachnid explodus. Dweevil family. The volatile Dweevil is one member of the insect family known for mimicking objects by carrying them on their backs. The Dweevil family exhibits a most unusual characteristic whereby the creature's behavioral patterns actually change based upon the object the creature carries on its back. The volatile Dweevil has one of the most potent attacks of all species within the Dweevil family, due to its habit of carrying explosive devices. Approach with caution and/or body armor. No, I hate this. Did I lose any I did lose 2 Pikmin. Wait, when? Oh, those whites in the subterranean complex. That's right. This scorching subspecies combusts upon contact with the tongue. Only edible by the adventurous and asbestos tongue. Toady Bloister. There's a lot of them. They're never really shown in groups. Toady Bloister. Molosynid Minicinus. Muscarine family. This species of the creature has yet to fully evolve from shelled mollusk to the more advanced Bloister. Compared to that Bloister, this creature is significantly smaller. The fact that its mandibles do not protrude as significantly as the ranging Bloister is due in part to the fact that, like most mollusks, its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace. Pan-sear with herbs and oil until lightly crusted on the outside and rosy on the inside. Complement the savory flavors with a light and buttery cream sauce. Yellow Woollyhop. Okay. Yellow Woollyhop. Amphicarnus ferrarium. I freaking don't know. Amphituba family. This magnificent species has the brightest gold coloration and greatest number of lateral spots of any member of the Amphituba family. This species seems to have some lost swimming proficiency with the evolutionary adaptation that granted its greater jumping ability. The Amphituber inhabits aquatic shallows and shows an instinctive drive to jump upon and squash smaller creatures. Slather on, batter, and deep fry for a down-home flavor you won't soon forget. Wallyhop. Wallyhop, the Amphicarnus albino, Amphituber family. It is believed that juvenile wallyhops were once carried by underground current into caverns. Yeah, we've actually only seen them in caverns. Oh, that's pretty cool. Where they thrived in the dark habitat. This troglodyte species of wallyhop's coloration results from generations of cave dwelling and lack of sunlight. Comparative differences between the size and shape of this wallyhop and other species are thought to be the result of natural selection at work, choosing traits better suited to life in subterranean environment. That's actually kind of cool because we've only seen them in the forest navel, a dark, dim-lidded place, and only the regular wallyhops are seen there. And we've only seen these things in dungeons as well. Oh wait, hang on. Wallyhops are best ground up, shaped into a patty, and flare broiled on a grill. Slap on tomato slices, lettuce, onions, ketchup, or tomato sauce, as we say, and slide the patty between a sesame seed bun for the ultimate beast burger experience. Wallyhop burger. Walpole. The Amphicarnus fraudiferum, I don't know, Amphituber family. The wallyhop spawns in early spring, laying its eggs on low-hanging tree branches and shrubs growing in or near lakes and ponds. Such an orthodox amphibious behavior is a defense mechanism, protecting the eggs from predation by blue Pikmin and water dumples. The wallyhop's wild hopping near the shoreline in early spring is thought to be a method of driving predators away from the walpole eggs. Is there more to that? I really don't know. Hang on, let me... Oh yeah, that's it. Walpoles can be eaten raw, but they're much more flavorful when steamed or grilled. Also heavenly in risotto. Feel free to experiment with this lush ingredient. And now, the candy pop buds. Lapis lazuli candy pop bud. Lapis lazuli candy pop bud. Flora cobaltium. Candy pop family. No matter what color Pikmin is tossed into the bosom of this flower, it spits out the same number of blue Pikmin seeds. This family of plant boasts softly, fleshy leaves, then swinly tendrils of which allow the flower to open and close repeatedly over the course of a day. This flower's tough texture makes it unsuitable for salads, but its bright blue hue makes for a grandiose garnish. Crimson candy pop bud. Flora ruficea. Candy pop family. No matter what color, blah blah blah, it spits out into a red Pikmin seeds. The Pikmin, the candy pop bud flowers, and the Pikmin onions are not easily explained by current theories of an exobotanical sciences, and thus have not yet been appropriately studied and classified. This spicy flower combusts upon contact with the tongue. Keep fire retardant condiments within arm's reach. Golden candy pop bud. Golden candy pop bud. Flora aruminea. Candy pop family. No matter blah blah blah, it spits out yellow seeds. Current research has yet to produce any theories as to precisely what kind of interaction caused the Pikmin to change color to match the color of the flower's petals. This tart flower's acidic juices can burn a hole through a frying pan. Eating it would be unwise. How would you know? Oh wait, he put it on a frying pan. Violet candy pop bud, Flora punicensis. Candy pod family. Research from our most recent expedition has confirmed the presence of candy pod buds in subterranean regions. Considering the microecologies this plant has been found in one could summarize that it would be found in any cavern regardless of geographic region. They had to highlight that. Tossing Pikmin into the flower results in the release of purple Pikmin seeds. Regardless of the color of the Pikmin tossed in, this variety of candy pod bud contains robustly odoriferous oils. If candy pod bud flowers could be cultivated, there is no doubt that the plant would offer multi-faced benefits to cosmetic, medical, and tourist industries. This convenient purple flower secretes a dark, flavorful oil that eliminates the need for salad dressing. Ivory candy pop bud, Flora nivarius, candy pop family. Research from our most recent expedition has been... Oh yeah, it says the exact same thing, but considering the microecologies of the plant has been found... Oh yeah, it just says the exact same thing. It produce white seeds, regardless of the Pikmin tossed in cases. Plants with small leaves typically have limited photosynthetic capabilities and thus must find alternative means of attaining nutrients, with parasitic and predatory behavior being most common. The candy pop could be considered one such example. This elusive flower spoils within seconds of picking, making it unsuitable for cooking. Queen candy pop bud, Flora regina. Candy pop family. This specimen constantly changes color. When a Pikmin is thrown into it, it shoots out the seeds that match the color's coloration the moment the Pikmin landed inside of it. The number of seeds shot out is always greater than or equal to the number of Pikmin thrown in. It can be said that this is a completely baffling plan, and many mysteries remain over precisely what sort of relationship it has with the Pikmin. It would appear that the Pikmin gain all of the benefit from the relationship. Perhaps it is simply a different variety of Pikmin to begin with. Eating this flower leads to a spectacular, breathtaking indigestion. Creeping chrysanthemum. Taraxacum renovian chrysanthemum family. Like Pikmin, the creeping chrysanthemum is a member of a group of creatures with arbitrary root structures. This creature is also known as a mimic. But because of it is actually a form of plant, this label is not entirely accurate. For unknown reasons, the creeping chrysanthemum mimicry does not fool Pikmin, perhaps because they share a similar heritage. It relies on preying upon small other creatures to provide sustenance, so it has no need of leaves for photosynthesis. Generally speaking, for the role of plants within an ecosystem is as a producer species, and thus plants are generally found at the bottom of the food pyramid. However, on this strange planet, the line between producer plants and consumer plants is blurred. When thinly sliced, this predator's sizable bulbs makes a sumptuous pizza topping. Skittle leaf, Ross pseudo arabicans skittling family. The skittle leaf is a relative of the pond skater that shed its wings and adapted to life on the ground. With no residual traits of its airborne past, the skittle leaf can neither fly nor skid across the surface of the water. The wings have since evolved into leaf-like structure on its back, which serves to hide the skittle leaf through mimicry. It appears quite effective as few predators can see through this clever disguise. The superb amalgamation, oh my god, of juicy meat and leafy greens ensure that the skittle leaf will be the new spinach. Unmarked spectolids. Unmarked spectolids. The Fenistari primsinatus. Flitterbee family. When strolling through the forest of this planet, clouds of the creatures are seen dancing overhead, like flower petals drifting in the breeze. The sight of a flitterbees dancing in the lush green overgrowth is unforgettable. Flitterbee collectors drool over specimen sample boxes lined up in order, highlighting the slight color gradation changes from blue to yellow to red. Such items fetch particularly high prices at auctions. Spectolids don't provide a lot of meat, but their exquisitely elegant wings are surprisingly tasty, particularly when expertly prepared with a sweet candy glaze. Honeywisp. Nectara fatus. Honeywisp family. This floating life form drifts effortlessly on the winds. Upon death, its physical structure instantly collapses, and as the creature is particularly elusive and difficult to catch, no sample specimens have been acquired as of yet. If we could simply recover a live sample, research on this would likely proceed more smoothly. Although the eggs are small, the yolk has a distinctly bold and tangy flavor. Try tossing a few in a pan along with your choice of meat and fresh vegetables and cook up a country scramble. Mamuta, the unknown family. The imbalanced asymmetrical arms of the Mamuta are among its most notable features. Feeding on seeds and fruits, the Mamuta is known to actually sow and grow plant species. While other species exhibit seed-bearing behavior for the purpose of storage, the Mamuta is the only species so far known to actually cultivate fields of plants. Inedible. Tastes like chick. Oh, that is probably my favorite one. Breadbug, Panosaurus glutinea. Breadbug family. The adult breadbug competes for many of the same food sources as Pikmin, but its thick-skinned hide allows to withstand most Pikmin group attacks. However, some researchers claim to have observed breadbugs being overwhelmed by mass numbers of Pikmin and reduced to food. Breadbugs are hardy and nutritious, but also bland and unimaginative. They may be palatable in a pinch, but they hold no true culinary promise. Well, no longer enemies. We got plants now. Palaposies. Amplus nutrio. Pellet weed family. In the stem of the pellet posy, one can observe the muscle fiber unique to half plant, half animal species, such as the Pikmin and candy pop flowers. So the pellet posy is a species that can be considered a close relative. Although the ability to crystallize nectar is unique to a small group of the pellet weed family. The fact that these plants reach maturity so quickly and that their pellets contain such a high concentrations of the natural nutrients in the soil explains why the Pikmin and so many of the other indigenous species are so reliant on these pellets for sustenance. Oh, that's pretty cool. On a quest for the perfect hors d'oeuvres, Slow cook this plant in a wood fire oven, but be careful to only serve the tender pellet. Common glowcap. Common glowcap, fungi, luminarium, glowcap family. The light emitted from this rare mushroom is neither a reflection nor a release of stored light. It grows not only decomposing on decomposing trees, but also on soil and rocks. This mushroom's fungal filaments are capable of stabilizing and concentrating pure Hockatadium 111. What the fuck is that? It is none other than the Hockatadium 111 approaching the point of critical mass that causes the glowcap's blue luminescence. Rapturous flesh or sautéed, this illuminating fungus will be hot in the galaxy's trendiest restaurants. Ooh. Clover, the Quanitrus infectum. Clover family. This is a naturalized species. These plants are extremely persistent, and with the assistance of a symbiotic fungus that grows on its roots, the species is able to survive even in drought conditions. Typically, leaves come in groupings of 3. But intense impact on the leafing stem in the early development cycle can result in an extremely rare 4-leaf cluster. A lucky one. Mildly poisonous. Oh wow. May result in nausea, headache, fever, fatigue, chest pains, paralysis, loss of bone density, moodiness, feral rage, sauciness, dilly-dallying, strokes of brilliance, and untimely doom. Okay, that's a second one of a really good, of one of my favorite ones. The other one tastes like chicken. All right, figwort, the Scrophularia exenium, I don't know, Xenomium figwort family. This plant offers an excellent example of a non-native species introduced into the ecosystem. By some unknown method, upon introduction, it quickly established a foothold and adapted to the new habitat. This plant's distinctive flowers usually exhibit a stunning blue color in an early spring, but recent fieldwork has recorded specimens displaying a deep red hue. Although this may represent a sudden deviation in genetics of the species, the red coloration is much more likely than an anomaly. Additional readings suggest no significant atmospheric or solar radiation changes have occurred in the ecosystem, leaving the open possibility that soil consumptions and mineral deposits may have affected petal coloration. This titillating ingredient tastes impossibly fresh, but you must cook it immediately after picking. If you don't, it'll go bad within minutes. Alright, dandelion, the Taraxacum officinale, dandelion family. This grows best in locations with full sun exposure. Its flower boasts countless tiny yellow petals packed together in the head. This species seems to have as many weed-like variants as petals, so more detailed research on these plants would best be left to botanical research specialists. Young leaves are only suitable in garden salads. Use the flower to add color to your dishes. Seeding dandelion, Taxicum ventilus, dandelion family. It is believed that this plant produces tufted seeds with a parachute-like arm, which allows the seed to ride gently on the wind. This increases the distribution range of the plant considerably. Dried, roasted, and finely ground, the root of this plant makes a passable coffee substitute. Horsetail. Horsetail, Equestrius vindico. Horsetail family. This variety of horsetail is prevalent in many regions with low nutrient content in the soil. Unlike most other plants, this particular species propagates itself through the release of spores. Remove and discard the primitive scaly leaves, then blanch the tender stalk in a buttery broth. Foxtail. Foxtail. Vulpes cauda. Foxtail family. This plant remains erect after withering and losing its color, so we can only hypothesize about the true color of the plant's plumage. However, local soil analysis indicates trace amounts of dormant seeds, making it not hard to imagine that the area was thick with these plants in the summer. Inedible plagues victims with potent debilitating cramps. Oh boy. Glowstem. Nocturnica Illuminati. The Illuminati! Glowcap family. Although they are obviously unrelated, the glowstem bears a striking resemblance to the street lights that agitate. It is highly possible that glowstems can be a relic of some unknown civilization beyond the scope of our imagination. Inedible. Known effects include uncontrollable episodes of impromptu breakdancing. Oh my god, that's funny. Margaret, the Luminusus chrysanthemum family. This plant's delicate yellow flowers often inspire waves of nostalgia, giving a bittersweet feeling to anyone who gaze upon them. Can be eaten fresh out of the soil, but it's much more flavorful when incorporated into a heavenly veggie lasagna. Fiddlehead, the Violinia orchestris fern family. At first glance, this plant resembles the spring used in the ship's sublight engine. Many of its most primitive characteristics remain intact, including its habit of spreading through the dispersals of spores. Sun dry the leaves for several days, then grind them with a mortar and a pestle. The resulting herb grants an aromatic, earthy flavor to mutton and poultry dishes. Shoot! Unknown family. Unknown family. This is a young shoot of some kind, but what kind of tree specimen does it belong to? What shape will it take when it matures and grows to full height? Unfortunately, we are only able to obtain information from our portable scanners to a select few of the countless numbers of specimens we've encountered. But even if our expedition yields only brief observations on the life we encountered, it will still provide a better understanding of this bizarre planet. And now, time for the bosses! Empress Bulblacks, Oculusis Arachna Grubdog family, that's its family. Initial observations placed doubt on the capability of the grubdog family to support a strong ant or bee-like social structure. But recent studies show the family is capable of such complexity for brief periods when certain external parameters are met. The egg sac of the largest family grub dog within a given range swells to dramatic proportions in response to environmental changes, such as a sudden depletion of prey species. These females temporarily take on the role of the pack matriarch. Also in pack formation, it has been observed that nearly all males not involved in the species reproduction undergo natural sex changes. The characteristics of such specimens are quite intriguing indeed. So, for a sophisticated delicacy, make a pâte de foie grass from this creature's liver and spread it over a sesame cracker. Burrowing snagret. Serpedis anacondae. Snavian family. The majority of snagret species lie in wait. Oh my god, he's just pecking down on him. Lie in wait to ambush and capture prey. With a body type perfectly adapted to such sudden strikes, it violently attacks small surface-dwelling insects, distributed across a relatively wide range. Subspecies of snagret suited to the varying soil conditions have emerged, making the snagret the most geographical represented species besides the bulbor. Visually resembling the burrowing snagret is the burrowing snarrow, the range of which particularly overlaps with the snagret's range. While the two may appear similar, when pulled from the ground they can be distinguished by the presence or absence of a tail and wing markings. Slice the serpentine torso into thin medallions, skewer a metal rod with hocotate onions, and barbecue over an open flame. Beady longlegs. Pseudoarachnia anamoralis. Arachnid family. Although this creature is commonly associated with spiders, it is actually the result of a separate evolutionary line of insectoid creatures. Since the spherical body section, supported by the creature's legs, carry most of its internal organs, there appear to be no other features that would correspond to the head or abdomen. I lost 8 Pikmin to this guy because the freaking president had to be an idiot. Well, I think it was 2 when we first encountered it, but the other ones, he was an idiot. Poisonous consumption results in a prolonged writhing and uncontrollable mirth. Emperor Bulblax, Oculus Supremus, grub dog family. The largest member of the grub dog family is normally found buried in the ground, with only the stalks of its eyes exposed. This camouflage allows the predator to surprise smaller creatures and use its long, adhesive tongue to capture prey. The thick hide and angular hump give the organism a distinct rock-like quality. During the rainy season, moss grows freely on its hump, making it nearly impossible to distinguish this lethal predator from a stone. To prep the tongue for cooking, marinate in olive oil and chop it into cubes. Stir it in a pot with carrots, potatoes, and chives, clover, and simmer over a low heat for several hours. Accompany this mouth-watering rustic stew with a hearty roll. The giant bread bug. Panosaurus gigantus. Breadbug family. This gargantuan, what the fuck? Species of the greater breadbug family has a torso so perfectly squared that it almost seems like it was formed in a mold. For a brief period after birth, the giant breadbug competes for food with smaller breadbugs, but upon reaching maturity, it seeks out much larger prey. This is the primary reason that the two species with similar feeding habits can coexist in the same habitats. Hordes of Pikmin that appear to pose the only plausible threat to this massive creature's life. Although cooking this colossal beast yields a mountain of meat, every ounce of it is flavorless, only suitable for intergalactic all-you-can-eat buffets. Oh, fuck this thing. I'm gonna skip it. Nah, I have to do it. Pileated snagret. Cephalopods amblyotria. Snavian family. This variety of snagret has the ability to burrow underground and walk above it. Its earthy red coloration and distinct yellow ear and eye markings make it immediately recognizable. Despite featuring a china-like merging of serpent and avian features, the pileated snagret has poor eyesight for a bird, perhaps perhaps due to extended periods spent underground. To compensate for this, its nose features a thermal sensing organ common to many snakes, making it a dangerously effective hunter. You haven't lived until you tasted a mint-braised snagret shank. Or if you're feeling especially saucy, stuff a bird with a can of your favorite savory nectar. Throw it onto a barbecue and let the juices mingle to make a mean beverage canister snagret. Man at legs. Pseudoarachnia navarronia. Arachnoid family. This species of the arachnoid family fuses with machinery at a crucial point in the maturation process, giving it the ability to fire energy bursts from the launcher beneath the orbicular torso. However, the man at legs itself is not in control of this weapon. Instead, the mechanical portions of its structure appears to automatically acquire and attack targets. The man at legs has a gentle disposition and is a member of the arachnoid species. It has no natural enemies. It is particularly difficult to understand why this species would develop such awesome offensive capabilities, leading to rumors among the scientific community that it was the machinery that approached the arachnoid and proposed the symbiotic relationship. That's pretty cool. Although the meat is a bit on the metallic side, the oil makes a mouth-watering gravy or lubricative vinaigrette. Ranging bloister, Molluskid predatoria, mollusking family. This species of mollusk has shed its shell through the process of evolution. What appears as a flower-shaped protrusion on its back actually functions as its gills. Wait, what? The turnip thing on its back acts like gills? Oh. The ranging bloister ensnares small animals with the sticky tentacles, reels them in and consumes them. Observers have noted that this creature exhibits a keen interest in flashing objects, and it often tries to capture and ingest these objects. That is the reason why it favors the captains over the Pikmin, because of the lights on their head. Researchers and explorers equipped with flashing identification beacons should be wary when in close proximity to this dangerous predator. The gills are best prepared deep fried in a herb and breadcrumb batter. Also tasty poached and drenched with fine soy sauce. Ooh, the water wraith! Water wraith! Amphibio sapiens unknown family. All that is known about this creature stems from a few sightings deep underground. All reported sightings feature the same core set of details. A giant, vicious form with a clear, hazy sheen not like hard candy. One theory holds that it may be an ectoplasmic incarnation of a kind of psychic phenomenon. But it is unusually the case with such theories. It is very difficult to prove. All witnesses report being suddenly overcome with fear upon sighting the creature. Oh, not wrong about that one. Approaching this a state of panic and near insanity. In fact, every report contains an inordinate amount of extreme vague details, which has led to suspicions that exhaustion and fear have caused some simple natural phenomenon to be viewed as a living creature. Inedible, known to cause mass hysteria followed by leg spasms and internal thunderings. Segmented crobster, Parasotichidia reptitia. Creep crab family. This giant beast is wrapped in a hard shell. In an atypical evolution, the right front leg of this creature is hypertrophic, taking on the function of an arm rather than a leg. Its asymmetrical physical development is unique in the natural world. One lucky explorer's incorrect conclusion that this creature adheres to a pattern of peaceful, quiet behavior lead to an unfortunate incident. In fact, this species exhibits intensely hostile, aggressive tendencies, aiming at prey and ramming them at full speed. Dessert meats are all the rage on Hocotane. When the planet's finest chefs hear about the kind of sorbets, pies, and parfaits you can make with the claw meat on this sweet beast, they'll clamor for every morsel we bring home. Raging longlegs, Pseudo-Arachnia pharonetius, arachnid family. Arachnids boast a wondrous biological composition with a silicon-based exoskeleton and innards coated with malleable heavy metals. However, much about these creatures remains a mystery, as specimens regularly explode when they are dissected. These explosions produce scorching flames that completely melt all the internal organs, leaving us with a disappointing lack of information on the inner workings of the species. We must await the development of a new dissection process and more specialized research before we can better understand this enigmatic creature. However, the following observation notes that have been recorded appears to have leveling terrain for some unknown purpose. Location of eyes and ears not readily apparent. Freezing a specimen may yield new research opportunities. Neither boiling nor baking can diminish this creature's overpowering musky scent, only suitable for serving to unpleasant in-laws. Finally, the Titan Dweevil. The Titan Dweevil. Arachnia gargamentium. Dweevil family. The largest member of the Dweevil family, this fearsome predator carries protective components that frequently exhibit offensive capabilities in an evolution that may be attributed to mere chances. Another evolutionary theory is that the contents of the objects carried by Titan Dweevils contribute to the possible gene splicing. While other Dweevils do not seem to choose the object they carry, the Titan Dweevils appears to prefer shiny objects above everything else. Above all things, all others. And finally, eaten raw, this predator's luxurious legs are bold and full-flavored. What a satisfying crunch. Well, that was every single entry in the Piklopedia. So, I am going to end things off right here. Next time on Pikmin 2, we're going to look at the treasure hoard and all the sales pitches within. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, I do apologize for butchering a lot of words in that. I'm not good when it comes to big words. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all will have a good one. Hang on, before the episode ends off, I gotta show this off. As I ended the recording, I completely forgot I was going to show off the Lesser Spotted Jellyfloat song. You can only hear this when you turn the music entirely down in the options menu. So, without further ado, here is their song. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. So I thought that was a cool little detail. The Greater Spotted Jellyfloat doesn't have a song, but the Lesser Spotted Jellyfloats do. And I wonder if it's a feature in Pikmin 4. Well, we might as well find out when we get to there with one of the bonus episodes coming up for that game. I will be going over the entirety of the Piklopedia there. So, I just wanted to show that off. So anyway, guys, have a good one.